Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So yesterday's class we have seen type 2. So in the type 2 we saw it was a Clairaut's form. So what we are solving actually? What we are solving, ma?
Ma'am, we were doing the solution as type 2, ma'am. Claret's form. The
What is
last
that?
question.
What is that type 2? That is my question.
Ma'am, the form Px plus Q by the of P comma Q.
We were solving first order non-linear PDEs. Okay, we were solving first order non-linear PDEs. So we have seen in that type 1 and type 2. Now I'll give you about the type 2. Okay, sorry, type 3. Okay, so in the type 3, the equations involving f of x comma p comma 1 minute, wait, it is type 3, right? Okay, f comma x comma p comma q equal to 0. P, q and x only. So the other variable present other than p, q will be x. So this is the type 3. In type 3 we have subdivisions. So in the type 3 we have 3 subdivisions. One is involving xpq, second is involving ypq, third is involving zpq. Okay, whenever you have an equations involving f of x comma p comma q equal to 0, what we are going to do is we are going to substitute q equal to a in the given equation. Substitute q equal to a in given equation. Okay, substitute q equal to a in the given equation and solve for p. And solve for p. And solve for p. So what will happen your p? So p will be some function of, you're solving for p and you're substituting p q equal to a. So ultimately your answer will be in terms of x comma a. So p will be in terms of x comma a. So the required solution is obtained by dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. So what is your dz? Dz will be equal to p will be pi of x comma a into dx. Q is equals to a dy. So integrate and then integrate it. After integrating, you get the required solution. So is your type 3. So in type 3, you can take this as subdivision 1. Similarly, in type 3, okay, type 3, take subdivision 2. Equations involving f of, I gave x comma y comma x comma p comma q. So y comma p comma q equal to 0. So equations involving p, q and y alone. P, q and y alone. So whenever you have this, put p is equals to a in the given equation and solve for q. And solve for q. So what will be your q? Q will be equal to some pi of, you are substituting p equal to a. So your answer will be in terms of y comma a. Your answer will be in terms of some y comma a. So this implies your p dx plus q dy, sorry, dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. So your dz will be equal to p will be equal to a dx, q will be equal to pi of y comma a into dy. On integrating, we get the required solution and then integrate. Then integrate. Similarly, in type 3, third subdivision, equations involving f of z comma p comma q. Equations involving f of z comma p comma q equal to 0. So whenever you have the equations like this, substitute q is equals to pa in the given equation. Substitute q is equals to pa in the given equation and solve for p. What will be your p? P will be involving equations z and a alone. Z and a alone. So this implies dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. So your dz will be equal to, what is your p? P is equals to pi of z comma a into dx. What is your q? Q will be equal to pa. Okay. So pa. So again, p you can write it as pi of z comma a into dy. A into pi of z comma y. Sorry. A into pi of z comma a into dy. Okay, so this you can rewrite it as pi of z comma a into dx plus a dy, dx plus a dy. So what you will get separate, sorry, and then integrate. And then integrate. So now we will see problems involving, what are the problems involving xpq, zpq, ypq. Sometimes no, let me, instead of writing and then integrate, let me write it. See, sometimes you know that z is a variable of x and y. Z is a variable of x and y, but there will be no x and y, only z, P and Q will be involved, and you're substituting Q is equals to PA. So you can separate the variables and then integrate, because you have dz this side. You may have some variable z here, right? So you can just write down separate, separate the variables and then integrate. Anyone has any doubts in this type 3? So type 3, we have f of x comma p comma q, y comma p comma q, z comma p comma q. So whenever you have x comma p comma q, substitute q equal to a. Y comma p comma q, substitute p equal to a. When you have z comma p comma q, you substitute q is equals to ap. So this substitution you should remember. Okay, q is equals to ap. Now we'll do problems. Okay, can take down. Okay, we have finished f of p comma q comma 0. Okay, fine. 1 minute, wait. Solve q equal to solve q equal to xp plus p square, xp plus p square. This is of the form type 3, that is f of x comma p comma q equal to 0. So substitute, you have xpq. Substitute, what did I say? Whenever you have xpq, you have to substitute q equal to a. Okay, you have to substitute q equal to a. Now substitute it, q equal to a. Okay, so when you substitute it, when q equal to a, you will get a is equals to xp plus p square. A is equals to xp plus p square. Okay. Yeah, a equal to xp plus p square. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to solve for q. Our aim is to solve for q. After solving for q, we have to write, our aim is to solve for p. So it is a quadratic equation, right? So you can write it as p square plus xp minus a equal to 0. Now solve for p ma. So what will be your p? P will be minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac. So minus 4 into a into c is, you can take it as minus a alone, divided by 2a. So p will be equal to minus x plus or minus root of x square minus minus of minus plus, right? You can write it as plus 4a. Okay, minus of minus plus 4a. Okay, divided by 2. Now you have got the value of p. Now you know the value of q. Just substitute it. Okay, when you substitute it, you will get therefore dz is equals to pdx plus q dy. So dz is equals to, what is your p ma? P is you're substituting this, whatever you have found out. It is minus x plus or minus square root of x square plus 4a, x square plus 4a by 2. X square plus 4a by 2 plus q is equals to a dy. Now before integrating it, I will rewrite this. Dz is equals to minus x by 2 plus or minus square root of x square plus, I can write it as 2 root a the whole square. Yes or no? Can I write like this? Yeah, I'm writing it as 2 root a the whole square. You all are hearing me or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So 2 root
Yes,
a the
ma'am.
whole square by 2. Okay. Plus a dy. Now you integrate it. So on integration, so you'll get dz is equals to z. Here minus x by 2, you'll get minus x square by 4. Okay. Now you have plus or minus square root of x square plus a square. What's the integration of root of x square plus a square, ma? Plus or minus 1 by 2 you can take commonly outside. What is the integration of root of x square plus a square with respect to x you are doing? First term. Why I didn't write dx, no one said anything. What is root of x square plus a square?
And 1 by 2 something.
It is x by 2 into root of x square plus 2 root a. 2 root a the whole square, x square plus a square,
Yes,
that
yes,
is
ma'am, that too.
plus a square by 2. What is your a square here? 2 root a the whole square by 2 into sine h inverse of x by a. Sine h inverse of x by a. A is 2 root a. A
Ma'am, why
is
when
2.
hyperbolic sign come, ma'am?
This is the standard integration of this root of x square plus a square.
Ma'am, but in that sign inverse is not sign yes inverse.
You can just go check it, dear. Sine inverse is different. Sine h inverse is different. Sine inverse, you won't get this term. Okay, plus a square into y plus the integrating constant c. That's all. So this is your complete integral of the problem, which is the complete integral you write down. Can anyone tell me singular integral will exist or not for this? How will you find singular integral?
I'm putting complete integral to 0 and then
No, not putting complete integral to 0. Differentiate that with partially with respect to a and equate it to 0. Differentiate the complete integral partial respect to b and equate it to 0. To find a singular integral, we have to find dou z by dou a equal to 0 and dou z by dou b equal to 0. Forget about dou z by dou a in this. Find dou z by dou b. B is here c. Okay, b is here c. Okay, when you find dou z by dou c equal to 0, what you will get? So you'll get 1 is equals to 0. It is observed solution. CURT. Observed solution. So therefore, singular integral does not exist. Singular integral does not exist. For the type 3, there is no singular integral again. Entire type 3, there is no singular integral. Even for the type 1, there is no singular integral. For the type 3 also, there is no singular integral. We will see about type 4 and the later one. Tell me, yeah.
Ma'am, while calculating singular integral, you had told one of the steps to equate complete integral to 0.
Here, what will happen? Z is
Like,
equals to this only, no?
In this, not possible.
Generally, no. No, it
Yeah.
is not possible. No, write everything in right hand side and make it equal to 0. Generally, it is of the form ax plus by.
Yes, ma'am.
Or ax plus c. Anything, it's of that form. So that's why I told you. That's okay. You can write it in terms. We are not equating that equation to 0. We are writing the complete integral as z minus something equal to 0. Now this is your complete integral. See, this is your complete integral. So directly you can take from this integrate to find a singular solution. You can take this as equation number 1 and you can even write it. To find the singular integral, differentiate one partially with respect to a and partially with respect to c and equate it to 0. So when you need not even integrate this, I mean differentiate this. Before differentiating that, you can differentiate this term, so you get this form, so which shows that there is no singular integral for the problem. Okay, take down one more problem. Solve or find the complete integral. Find the complete integral for PQ is equals to X. So this is of the form f of x comma p comma q equal to 0. Type 3. Put q is equals to a in 1. You can even take it as 1. So what will happen? You will get pa is equals to x. P will be equal to x by a. Okay. Therefore, dz is equals to pdx plus q dy. So what will be your dz? Dz will be equal to x by a into dx and a dy. Integrate this. On integration, we'll get z is equals to x square by 2a. Okay, x square by 2a into ay plus c. That's all. X square by 2a plus ay plus c. You can write as c, you can write as b. All those are arbitrary constants. Okay, next one, take down. Find the singular solution. Find the singular solution for the following. P square plus pq equal to z square. So this is of the form f of z comma p comma q equal to 0. Put q is equals to ap in 1. That is, substitute q is equals to ap. So when you substitute q is equals to ap in this, you will get p square plus p into ap is equals to z square. So you'll get p square plus p square a is equals to z square. You can rewrite this as p square into 1 plus a equal to z square. So from this we have to solve for p. So we have to solve for p. So what will be p? P square is equals to z square divided by 1 plus a. Z square divided by 1 plus a. So what will be your p, ma? P will be equal to, what will be your p? Plus or minus square root of 1 plus a. That's all. So therefore, dz is equals to pdx plus q dy. Okay, what is your dz? P is nothing but z by square root of 1 plus a into dx. And what about here? You have ap into dy. So again, you will substitute the value of p here. So your p value will be the same. I can take that as outside, plus or minus z divided by square root of 1 plus a. Square root of 1 plus a I can take commonly outside. So what will I have? I will have dx plus or minus ay. Dx plus or minus ay. Again, I'm substituting back p. P will again take this form. Okay. So from this, I should separate the variables. So I can write it as dz by z is equals to plus or minus 1 by root of 1 plus a into dx plus a dy. This is a dy. Okay. So I have separated the variables. Now I have to integrate it. So when you integrate this, you can, if you want, you can retain this side, or you can even bring it that's other side. It's up to you. So it will be log z is equals to 1 by root of 1 plus a into x plus ay. It will be equal to x plus 1 by x plus ay plus the integrating constant c. That's all. Plus or minus you can write down. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
These are simple solving problems. Yeah, there is no any methods or anything. Just PDs. Wherever you have PDs involved, we try to solve. That's all. Then we will see one more problem. Solve root p plus root q is equals to root y. Solve. I asked for singular solution. Let me finish that. Let me finish that and come back to that. So, which is the required? Which is the required complete integral? There is no singular solution for this type. You can directly write down. Or if they want you to explain, you have to write that when you in dou z by dou a equal to 0, dou z by dou b, dou c equal to 0. So you get 1 is equals to 0, observed solution. Therefore, there is no singular integral for this type. You can just write down that if it is required. Otherwise, you can directly write down. Is it clear? Okay. Now, next, what did I give? I gave root p plus root q. Sorry, root y, right? So root p plus root q. Solve root p plus root q is equals to root y. Okay, this is of the form. What is the form, ma? F of
Y,
p
P,
comma q, y comma p comma q equal to 0, or p comma q comma y equal to 0. Fine. So type 3.
and P is equal
So,
to S.
put p is equals to a. Okay, so when you put p is equals to a, take this as equation number 1 in 1. So you'll get root a plus root q is equals to root y. Root a plus root q is equals to root y. Now what is our aim? Solve for q. Okay, our aim is to solve for q. Come on, solve for q. When you solve for q, you will get root q is equals to root y minus root a. Root q is equals to root y minus root a. Yeah. Okay. What you can do here? What will be your q, ma?
And squaring both sides.
Once you square the both sides, you'll get q is equals to
Under root y minus under root a the whole square.
y minus a the whole square. Correct?
Under root, ma'am. Under root by under root.
Okay. Root y minus root a the whole square, you're saying. Okay. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Squaring on both sides. Okay. Now you got q value. So substitute it. Dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. So dz will be equal to p is equals to a. Sorry, p no ma. P equal to a here. A dz plus q is equals to root y minus root a the whole square into dy. Now integrate this. On integration, you will get z is equals to, this is dx, p dx. You get ax plus, here you have root y minus root a the whole square. So what it will be?
And first term will be y, ma'am.
You can expand it.
First open the bracket.
You get y minus 2 root y into root a. The other term will be plus a. Okay, once you integrate this, you will get y square by 2. The first term will be, sorry. First term will be y square by 2. Second term will be minus 2 root a into
1 by 2
minus
by
2 root, sorry, minus 2 root a into y power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. Correct? Yeah.
yes,
Plus ay. Plus ay. Okay. Now you can just solve, I mean, plus c. Now this you can rewrite it as ax plus y square by 2. Ax plus y square by 2. Here minus 4 by 3. Okay. Minus 4 by 3 root a into y power 3 by 2 plus ay plus c. That's all. Is it clear? That's all. So this is the way you will solve when the equations you have xyq, pyq, sorry, pqx, pqy, and pqz. Now we will see the last type in this, type 4. Okay. What is there in the type 4 is the equations involving, okay, equations involving x, p, q, and y. Okay, equations involving x, p, q, and y. Suppose any equation you are able to write it as f1 of some p comma x is equals to some f2 of q comma y. You are able to separate p and x together and q and y together if you are able to separate this. Okay, so can write down here equations involving f of x comma p comma q comma y equal to 0. Equations involving x comma p comma y comma q equal to 0. Separate x and p separately, y and q separately. Separate x and p separately, y and q separately. Substitute or equate it. Equate each factor to some constant k. Okay, equate each factor to some constant k and solve for x and y and solve for p and q respectively. Sorry, p and q respectively. Yeah, p and q respectively. So therefore, your dz will be equal to pdx plus qdy. So your dz will be equal to, wait, I didn't solve that now. See, listen. When I'm going to solve this, I'm going to equate this. F1 of p comma q is equals to some k and f2 of q comma y is equals to some k. I'm solving for p and q. So p will be some equation of some pi 1 of, what is the equation involved? K comma q. And what will be here? Q will be equation involved some pi 2 of k comma, oh, it is x ma. P and x separately, no ma. So yeah, pi 2 of k comma y. This implies, therefore, dz is equals to pdx plus qdy. So your dz will be equal to, your p will be equal to pi 1 of k comma x into dx, and this will be pi 2 of k comma y into dy. After this, you can integrate this. That's all. Okay. So once you are able to separate it, then you can integrate it and then integrate. We can take down one problem which involves x, p, q, and y. Yeah, we will take this. Solve q is equals to xy p square. Q is equals to xy p. This is of the form type 4. Type 4 means equation involving x comma y comma p comma q equal to 0. So what you have to do, you have to separate the variables. What are the variables you are going to separate? You are going to separate p and x one side, q and y one side. So from this, q by y is equals to x into p square. Say this, you can equate it to some k. You can take k, you can take a, anything you can take. Okay. Now this implies q by y is equals to k, x into p square is equals to k. Now what is our aim? Our aim is to solve for q. Q will be equal to yk this side, and here square is equals to k by x. P square is equals to k by x. P will be equal to plus or minus root k by x. P will be equal to plus or minus root k by x. Okay. Now this implies dz is equals to, or you can just write on, therefore dz is equals to dz is equals to p dx plus q dy. So dz will be equal to plus or minus square root of k by x into dx plus q. Q is yk into dy. So now integrate this. So you'll get z is equals to plus or minus root k. You can retain it. And what about this root x? So x power minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 plus 1. So 1 by 2. So you'll get root x. Root x by minus 1 by 2. No, 1 by 2.
Root is by 1 by 2.
1 by 2. Divided by 1 by 2. Okay. Root x divided by 1 by 2 into plus what is the next term? Y into k dy. So k into y square by 2. Plus the integrating constant sum c. Plus the integrating constant c. So this will be equal to z is equals to plus or minus 2 root k into root x. 2 root k into root x plus k into y square by 2 plus c. That's all.
Ma'am, is this type singular solution exist?
What dear?
Ma'am, singular solution exists or not, ma'am?
We will check. This is the
Does not exist, right?
required complete integral. Again, for the singular integral, what you have to do?
And dou z by dou c is equal to 0. Check.
Sorry, dou z by dou k ma here, dou k equal to 0 and dou z by dou c equal to 0. Again, see k you can integrate it, I mean differentiate it. When you do it with respect to c, so you'll get 1 is equals to 0. Observed. Therefore, no singular solution exists. No singular solution exists. You can write one note for type 1, type 3 and type 4, no singular solutions. Directly you can write down. If they ask you the explanations alone, you write it. For type 1, type 3 and type 4, no singular solutions.
Hello, ma'am.
Tell me, ma.
So as in type 2, we only substitute p is equal to and q is equal to p and we don't integrate there. Therefore, we like single solution exists, right? Like
Type 2 is of the type 2 is of the form px plus qy plus f of p comma q. Clairaut's form.
Yes.
That is
Yes,
very
ma'am.
important. Completely out of box of whatever
Yes.
we are doing in type 1, type 3 and type 4. The
Ma'am,
equation
like
should
as
be of the
you-
form. See, let me tell you one more thing. Okay. Solve. You can take this problem. Px plus qx plus pq is equals to 0. What is this, ma? What type of equation is this?
Ma'am, this is Clairaut form.
P. This is also Clairaut form. This you can even solve it using now, whatever I did now.
Remember,
No, this is not Clairaut's form. This is not Clairaut's form. Px plus qy plus f of p comma q. This is not Clairaut's form.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
So this is not Clairaut's form. So the equations involving px pq. That's all. P.
Ma'am,
No,
type 3, ma'am.
I made one mistake here. It is py only, ma. It is py, not px. If I write py, this is not the Clairaut's form. Yes or no?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
Clairaut's form should be px plus qy plus f of p comma q. Don't get confused. This is of type 3. Sorry, type 4. So whenever
Yes,
you
ma'am.
have type 4, you have to separate the variables. What are the variables you have to separate? P and x one side, q and y on the other side. Yes. Correct or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what you can do is, what we have py plus qx plus pq. Okay. Okay. You can divide this equation by either p or q. Suppose you divide it by p. So what you will get? Y plus q by p into x plus q equal to 0. Yes. You can divide it by p or q, anything. So we'll get y plus q by p into x plus q equal to 0. Now what is what you have to do? You have to separate P and X one side, Q and Y on the other side. Q and Y on the other side. So you can write this as Y plus Q, or you can even take this, wait. You can take Q commonly outside, it will be X by P plus 1 is equals to 0. Yes. Q into X by P plus 1 is equals to 0. Now you can write this as Q into X by P plus 1 is equals to minus Y. What we need, ma, Y and Q on the other side, X and P on the other side. So this will be equal to X by P plus 1 on the other side. You can just simply take this Q on the other side. Now you equate it to K. Come on, integrate it and give me the answer. Integrate it and give me the answer.
Ma'am, it will be x square by 2k minus y square by 2k plus 1.
Solve for P, right? So what I have, X by P plus 1. So X by P equal to K minus 1. So X by K minus 1 equal to P. Okay. And here Y minus Q is equals to K minus Y by K equal to Q. Now, therefore, this implies dz is equals to P dx plus Q dy. So dz will be equal to, what is your P, ma? P is X by K minus 1 into dx. What is your Q? Minus Y by K. Okay, now if you integrate it, what you are getting? 1 by K minus 1 into X square by 2. Okay, plus or minus 1 by K into Y square by 2 plus the integrating constant C. That's all. Getting this?
I mean, could you show the page where you have done the equating to k, ma'am? Yeah, yes, 1 second. Okay, ma'am.
Getting this, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll wind up the class here. Other things will continue in the next class. Yeah, it's 4:46. It's about type 1, type 2, type 3, and type 4. So next classes, I'm going to solve linear first order PDE. What we have seen was non-linear first order PDE. Non-linear first order PDE. And now we are going to solve linear first order PDE next class. Okay.